Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2. We're going to be hitting the psoas. There's a lot of talk about the psoas now, but initially there was no talk about it like 10 years ago. A lot of people didn't understand this muscle. It connects from the T12 to L5 and it goes down to the inner lesser trochanter right here. It connects to multiple spots, but it's called the iliopsoas. The best way to access this is actually through the belly button. So you don't want to go directly on the belly button. You never really want to be in the middle per se. You could if you want, but be gentle. That's a linea alba. That's basically sewn shut when you're born. And right about here, here's my belly button. I'd say a ½ inch over and then a ½ inch down. And you can start exploring with this with your theracane. We're going to be using a softball, by the way, and a lacrosse ball on a book. But you can take your theracane from your belly button, ½ inch over, ½ inch down right here. Stand up nice and tall, and just go side to side and see what's most tender. And you can even use your finger if you want, that works too. A lot of clients that have a little bit extra belly fat, they complain that they can't access this. That's nonsense. You can actually access this with the right tools, with the right angle, and understanding your structure and how to manipulate your structure so you can access it a little bit easier. So a lot of people, you can use a med ball, a soft med ball. A softball works good, or something a little bit bigger than a softball. I like using a hard ball. You can lean over on a massage table if you want, but I like to just use a theracane. Standing up works pretty well. And I will feel this, actually my back a little bit too. And just go side to side. You can go a little bit further down if you want. You don't really want to be in the intestines per se. You can gently explore the intestines a little bit lower. The groin, that gets super tight too, obviously, right here. Not the groin, but the lower abdominal region. That's where all your organs are, obviously, or your intestines. But once again, with theracane would probably be best. You just want to go very gentle when you're exploring something like that. And you probably shouldn't need much pressure anyways to begin with. But 3 to 10 minutes on each psoas. We're just going to keep it very simple today. You can do your own exploration when you want, but try to just stay focused on this area, ½ inch over, ½ inch down. This muscle causes a lot of anterior pelvic, not only shifting, but tilting as well, like that. So if you got lower back pain, it's most likely not your back, it's most likely your psoas, and that's very hard to access. Gets super locked up. There's a psoas release tool that I think that's pretty good. I never tried it. It became pretty mainstream. I'm kind of against the mainstream stuff, but it looks pretty good. I think it's good. But you don't need to buy something like that. You can easily use cheap softballs, cheap theracanes. It works just as well. Stand up nice and tall. But while you're doing this though, try to look at me from the side. If I'm doing this while I'm standing, you're gonna see this band. See that? And it's kind of like a very taut band. It's moving around a lot. You want to try to balance on that band, but tuck your butt a little bit, chest up nice and tall. Suck that tummy in. Make sure you're sucking that tummy in, because you're going to be able to access that psoas even deeper. Because if you don't suck the tummy in, you're just going to be accessing air and air pockets. Instead, you're going to actually go a little bit deeper and expose it a little bit easier. Push that chest out. Remember, collarbone should be nice and neutral. Pack that neck back and dig in. This is one way to do it. I also like to breathe in. Stand up as tall as you can. Breathe into the theracane or the ball. And I'm going to show you how to do it on the ball, obviously. And when you breathe in and hold it while you tuck the butt, you will feel incredible amount of tension. That's where you guys want to get. This is a very hard muscle, very difficult muscle to access. It's very deep. It's not exposed. It's not superficial. It's very hidden. It's very elusive. So theracane works good. iPad's not working. Lacrosse ball on a book works pretty good, but let's try the softball real quick. Let me show you that. So same concept. You're going to be about a ½ inch over from the belly button. I just hit my left one, so I'm going to hit my right one real quick. Here's my belly button, ½ inch over, ½ inch down. Remember, that's nothing. You don't want to go too far. If you go too far, go back and go side to side until you feel that band. It should be very taut, very easy to find, honestly, if you're doing this correctly. If you're having trouble, maybe use a different tool, sink into it. I actually like to extend my arm this way when I'm laying down. Oof, and that really exposes it a little bit more.
So I'm sucking my tummy in and I'm breathing into that ball. Ooh, baby. I thought that Theracane was bad. This is way worse. Guys, if you're not feeling tenderness here, you're not doing it right. Side to side, suck that tummy in, but at the same time, breathe into the ball once you're ready. So I recommend sucking in while you expel your air. So push your air out, suck the tummy in. And then once you're ready, breathe the air into the ball like this. Watch this. And then suck your tummy in and hold that for like 10 to 20 seconds and you will get an incredible release. And you're not necessarily releasing the muscle. You're not releasing anything. You're just rehydrating that fascia once again. And this is a super deep layer that gets super restricted. And this causes intestinal restriction, constipation, back pain, hip tightness. Oh, you get the idea. Whew. Use softball, use Theracane, whatever you want. 3 to 10 minutes each side. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on upper quads next. See you soon.